Some would say it's giving the keepers some enrichment, keeping them on their toes. So
enrichment is very important.
Yes, keep the keeper stimulated as well.
Keep them on their toes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear apparently he has a bit of a habit of headbutting things.
Yeah, I can't really excuse him. You can't defend the undefendable. Obviously, all other brands are available at whatever supermarket you may shop at. But
You're not endorsed by any of them.
No. No.
Hello and welcome to What's Up with Zoo, a podcast all about wildlife here at Wingham Wildlife Park. Today we've got a very special episode because by the time we're airing it will be Christmas, it will be December, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a special occasion. We're going to be going through our animals and seeing who's been naughty and who's been nice. Who is Santa going to be delivering coal to and who's going to get a nice present under the tree. We are joined by Matt, our lovely head keeper. Do you mind introducing us so we know a bit more about you for those who haven't seen you before?
Yes, hiya, I'm Matt. I am head keeper at Wingham Wildlife Park. I do everything on the animals.
I do everything.
Modest.
Well, I don't do everything, but if there's any problems, I'm supposedly the go-to guy, and hopefully I will have an answer.
Well, this is
a solution, I should say.
A solution, very important, yes. Well, the reason why we brought you here is, of course, as you're the head keeper, you hear all the ins and outs of all the animals from the various keepers. Maybe you've seen it in person as well, so maybe you've seen some of the animals behaving badly. But we're going to go through a list. Alice, would you like to start with some of your suggestions for the naughty list?
The naughty list? Oh, are we starting on carnivores?
Oh, yes, why not? Let's start on carnivores.
Oh,
that sounds like the list is long from that expression there, Matt.
Okay, what about, let's start with our jags.
Jags.
Yeah, because I feel like we have a bit of a yin and yang when it comes to our jags with Loki and Luna. What would you say?
Luna I do have a soft spot for.
Yeah.
She's always well behaved.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Well, I'd like to think so. She's quite a mysterious sort of cat. So yeah, I would say she's behaving. Loki, he can have a temperament of waking up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yes.
I can relate.
So I would put him on the naughty.
So it's interesting because from what I've seen and what I've spoken to the keepers with, they'll say the opposite. They'll say Luna's the bad one.
I just need to get to know Luna a bit better.
What would you say?
Don't judge a book by its cover, I have witnessed Loki winding up Luna, and they have been together for over a decade now.
There we go.
They?
Yeah.
So they are like an old married couple, really, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm funny. Maybe I'm contradictory here. I've seen Luna tease Loki quite a few times as well. So maybe they both deserve to be on the naughty list.
Maybe you are the bad influence.
Maybe.
Maybe
Who
you're
knows?
the problem, Harry.
Maybe you need to go on the naughty list.
We can decide that later. What other carnivores are on the naughty list, Alice?
Kike. Can't talk about naughty cats without Kike.
Okay.
Our lovely female cheetah, for anyone that doesn't know. She lives with Handsome Tom, who we were hoping that they were going to breed, weren't we? But she has sort of friend-zoned.
Yeah, I do think it's a it's not you, it's me kind of vibe with her.
Yeah.
So for that reason, naughty.
Just because of her taste in men.
Yeah. It's too
culture.
fussy. She's
Colonel Tom's a lovely boy as well. It's such a shame.
He's so handsome.
Yeah. I think he's just very innocent and.
Well, she is considered a cougar in some circles, isn't she? Because he's a young lad.
Yeah, he's an Essex boy as well, so
True.
maybe that's got something
Maybe
to
it's
do
the
with
accent.
Yeah, she needs to educate herself more on the accents.
He needs to go on the dating scene a bit more, and you need to see that Tom is actually a catch.
Yeah. I'd say he was a catch, but she's also quite, with training, she's also, it depends what mood she's in. A bit like Loki, what side of the bed do you wake up in? It's like, what am I doing today?
As I said, I think, she's probably reached a certain age where she has nothing to prove to anybody anymore. It's,
This is true.
been there, done that kind of thing, and,
Kind of live in
Naughty,
her
I'd
world.
say.
Yeah, naughty.
Naughty on the naughty.
She's reached that age where
Naughty.
she can say what she wants and get away with it, can't she?
Yeah, man.
Sass behind her, you know.
I feel like most of our female cats are quite sassy, and that's why I quite like them.
I wouldn't want to.
No? Whereas the boys are quite chill, other than Loki, actually. Take that back.
Yeah.
What about you, Harry? Any ones for the nice list in our carnivores?
Oh, yes. I think there's been a few on the nice list, I should say. Maybe a few presents under the tree. The Moon Bears, Mika and Arun. I mean, last year they had their lovely cub. They've now come back together. And they're doing well together, aren't they, Matt?
They are, yeah. Obviously, they were apart from each other for a period of time. So, yeah, seeing them back together, a power couple, if you like. And, yeah, they do really appreciate each other's company, even though he may try and sort of use his bulk and size to, you know, get a few extra Brussels sprouts and whatnot. But,
Yes.
no, they are definitely, I'd say, a nice couple together.
That's very good, because I was going to point out that he seems to steal the occasional bit of food from Mika.
Yeah, I think where there is quite a size difference as well, and I think she's a lovely lady that will just give in to her man, and you know, she's very generous, so maybe she will give lots of presents out as well.
Maybe Mika's just extra nice, shall we say?
Extra nice. Maybe she can go straight to the top of the nice list.
What do you reckon, Alice? Do you think they're both on the nice list?
Arun, I mean, to be fair, I think he's 80% of the time, Arun is usually snoring with his face up against the window, dribbling. That's Arun. But I
You
always
can't
see,
help
I mean, you love him for it, don't you? But Mika, even though she is half the size of Arun, she does usually initiate all the play fights. She does like to poke the bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
literally.
This is new information.
Literal poking of the bear.
So maybe a little bit of teasing each other's okay then. I think.
mean, yeah, like you said, they get along really, really well, and that's just part of it, isn't it? Really, and they're just so clumsy as well. It's just brilliant. I could watch them all day.
I love it when they jump into the pool. I
Yeah.
love it. That's fantastic.
Little belly flop.
Yeah. So I think that's good. I think they're on the nice list, and I think you agree, Matt. So moving on to our next animal, the servals. Maggie and Michael, the mother and son combo. What would you say that I've heard good things about them. Can you say anything?
When I've been up there and working in and around them, they've never given me any trouble. So I would edge towards the nice.
They haven't caused problems. I think is that the important thing.
Yeah, no, I think they're very nice temperament, and as I said, they are a genuinely lovely cats. I think that obviously first for us here at the park. So yeah, definitely servals on the nice list, I would say.
They're very sweet. They do seem to cuddle up together every now and then.
Yeah, they've got a quite nice bond with each other. Obviously, their dynamics, and yeah, they've known each other for a long time. So yeah, it's always nice to see that.
Well, one of the problems with servals that they're facing is the pet trade. So could you maybe explain why servals might not make great pets?
Well, I mean, they are although they're a small cat, they're not obviously a moggy domestic sized cat. They are a lot bigger than them. Very sharp claws. They're very active. They like to jump and to climb. They've got a very specialist diet as well. So, pedigree chum, that's for dogs, isn't it? So it would be pedigree chum. But what was it? The
Felix,
Whiskers or Felix or something like that.
Various brands of cat food.
Obviously, all other brands are available at whatever supermarket you may shop at. But
We're not endorsed by any of them.
No. No. But yeah, they've got very specialist husbandry needs behind them, and they're not like your domestic cat at home that just sleeps for however many hours of the day, and
because people like to not only try and keep them just as they are, but they also want to hybridize them as well, and that also causes problems, doesn't it?
Yeah, obviously the ones that we have in captivity at wildlife collections, they're a part of breeding programs or on stud books, so their genetic lineage is being looked after and monitored.
Cats are not just for Christmas. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
And definitely not servals.
Definitely. No, I couldn't agree with you more. Now, Moving on to a slightly different type of carnivore, we got the smooth-coated otter, Hallie.
Hallie, yeah.
I hear she's very well behaved. I've heard that she's doing very good with her training. Is that true?
Yeah, she's a little sweetheart, really. As soon as she sees a keeper, she will sort of be very vocal. It's probably because she just wants food all the time rather than, but
Don't
she
we-
does.
Don't we all, Matt?
Well,
I mean, I can relate,
we sometimes can be partial to it, but no, she's very sweet. She's got a nice temperament, and very clever animal. So obviously the training we do with them, and with her especially, it is important to keep her stimulated and motivated. And obviously she wants to do it, she can, and then she gets her rewards for it.
That's good to hear. I mean, I always love seeing her do her training where she holds the little stick with her paws. It's so cute. I love it so much.
Yeah, great to be able to see their little paws, because they're not fingers; they're like little webbed hands.
They are so cute. If no one has seen an otter's foot, Google it. Google it
precious.
right now.
When
It's
holding
precious.
little stones and things. It's like, oh.
Oh, can we get her a pebble for Christmas?
Yeah.
Being a good girl. Because that would be the best thing ever.
We could.
You heard
I'm
it
not
here
hearing a
first.
no.
we could see what we can do.
Now, we mentioned a few of the other animals whilst we were talking through the naughty list, but so I just want to quickly talk about the Joffrey's cats before we go on to our next section.
Joffrey's cat, yeah.
Lonan and Suki.
Lolan and Suki, yeah. So both recently arrived to us at the park and settled in very well. Now it's a hard one to decide because Loki, Lonan, sorry.
Yeah, I've set you up for failure there, sorry.
Lonan, sorry. He likes to be on show. He spends a lot of time in his box, just curled up or just staring out and
Being a
guarding his area, if you like. Haven't heard any problems with him in terms of he seems to behave himself. Suki, on the other hand, I mean, maybe I'm giving her a bit of disservice, but quite elusive. She doesn't necessarily like to, or sort of as show-offy with herself as he is. So maybe,
Yeah. Just because an animal's shy doesn't mean it's a bad...
No, exactly. But it would be nice to sort of get to know her a little bit more, like we have done with him. But as I said, fairly new here still. So
Yeah.
yeah.
She remains very elusive. I've only seen her twice. What about you, Alice?
Only once, honestly. But we had Lonan for a little bit, and then Suki's recently arrived. So have they got on pretty well together, or?
Yeah. So yeah. As I said, with their behaviours themselves, and being quite a smaller cat, they're obviously a little bit harder to spot and to monitor 24/7, which we do, but we can't necessarily exactly do. So, but yeah, as I said, the signs are positive for them as well.
And just like the servals, not to be confused for a domestic cat, they're not pets either, although they are
No.
very cute, I will say.
They do look very similar, but
Yeah.
They
Murder kitties.
have a very similar sort of look and appeal to them, a bit like the Scottish Wildcats that we used to have. People
they were gorgeous. Yeah.
would just think they're...
Why is a house cat in the zoo?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not.
Yeah. So, no.
Okay, cool. Shall we move on to mammals?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Okay, so you have a little bit more information on mammals, because our head keeper used to be head of mammals until he got his promotion. Okay, so let's start with the bad.
Oh,
Bad. I mean, none of them are bad. They're all...
See, that's what I thought.
They
Yeah.
all still...
I looked at my list and I saw Reggie. That can't be right.
Well, we'll start with Reggie then.
Yeah.
Give me a name. So you've given me one name. So, see, I think Reggie sometimes is just misunderstood.
Reggie the deer, that is.
Reggie the deer, yeah,
Yeah.
not Reggie Binskin, Terry's grandson. If you're listening, Reggie. No, so Reggie. I think he's got a good heart. He means well, but sometimes I think people just misunderstand his how do I say his confidence. But he's a big softie, really.
He could do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah.
He can do wrong in my eyes.
No.
He's nibbled my coat far one too many times, and I hear the keepers also have that problem where their coats get nibbled
Yeah,
bits
sometimes.
and times.
Maybe the keepers just, I don't know, need to wash their coats more, or you know.
I feel like the keepers are the problem here.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. It's a love nibble.
Yeah.
It's a love nibble.
I love it. But one day he'll grow into those ears. One
Yeah.
day. They're
He's very sweet, I must say.
Yeah.
I put him on the naughty list purely because of the nibble, but I think he is a lovely chap. He's always good to come up and say hello to people, which is always nice, even if he's not meant to get any food from the goats. I have seen some people try and feed them that, but no. He's usually very well behaved, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. And maybe you could talk a little bit about how he came to the park, because that's quite a sweet story.
Yeah. So I think he was about 6 months old when he first arrived here. He didn't have the best of stories leading up to it. Sadly, his mum was in a road traffic accident, and her and him were both found at the side of the road. Sadly, she didn't make it. He did. There was I believe it was a gameskeeper that took him in and brought him up, raised him to the brute he is today. No, I mean, he when he came, he was I don't know, quite small.
I've seen the pictures. He was adorable.
And you could just pick him up, and so he's been here ever since. As I say to people, he kind of thinks he's a deer, but he doesn't know he's a deer. He's a human 1 minute, then he's a goat. He's had lots of friends down there, but he's like a deer goat human mix.
If he starts
combo.
hopping like a wallaby, then...
Yeah, then he was with the wallabies as well. So yeah, he may have that sort of a hop, skip, and a jump sometimes as well. But yeah, he's very sort of people orientated, and especially when I go in there and a few other keepers, I know he wants that attention and that sort of ear tickle and.
It's the waggy tail.
And
Waggy
so.
tail.
So I think we can move him then to the nice list, I think, can't we?
Oh, 100%. He was never in bad in my eyes. Sorry. It was you.
Maybe I was a bit too biased. I was listening to the keepers too much.
That's your problem.
What other animals on the naughty list, Alice?
Oh, now we can't talk... well, this might be controversial and cause a bit of an uproar, but according to Harry, haggis is on the list.
Haggis? What, on the naughty list?
Yes, I heard a bit of a messy eater was my report.
Yeah, I'm on the
I
naughty
mean-
list too.
Obviously, if you've ever seen the pygmy hippo and their mouth, she's only a baby, really. Okay, she's recently turned 1, so I think she's just growing into her body and into her mouth. She's got a small mouth, but it's quite big, So
For a hippo, it's small.
Yeah, I think she's just learning the way in the world, isn't it? But. Yeah, I can agree with that. There is a bit of mess. She does,
Yes, I heard she likes to hide her poo in the pool every now and then, which was annoying for the keepers, I must say. I think I can understand their pain a little bit when trying to clean that. But I mean, as you said, she's a young girl, so she's had plenty of time to learn.
That's it.
What about you, Alice? Do you think she deserves to be on the naughty list, or have I been too harsh?
See, I might slightly agree with you here, because I get reports that she's a little bit sassy as well.
Sassy, I mean,
Or is that just hippos?
I think, as I said, I think where she's only recently arrived, as we all know. It was a big journey for her away from her mum and dad, and I think she's just wanting to get to know people, and she doesn't want to sort of let her guard down too soon.
They are quite territorial.
Yeah, I mean,
unlike the big ones, they all live in like huge. Is it pods?
Yeah, pods. Yeah.
Yeah, and then these ones are just more solitary, aren't they? So it might be a bit. Of that, maybe.
I think she's just
Settling.
sort of, but
We'll give her time. Next year, she might make it to the good list.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Still early days for her.
Yeah.
What else is on the naughty list?
Naughty list. Should we talk about our little red pandas?
Ooh.
Yeah, May and Kai. May, our gorgeous female, and Kai, our young buck.
Yeah.
What would you say, good or bad?
I mean, as everybody knows, I don't have favourites. May I've worked with.
Controversial, actually. I know.
No, I don't. I'm a fair man.
We're going to get on to one of your favourites, so we'll see.
No, May, in my eyes, she can never do anything wrong because she's queen of the red pandas, you know.
I agree.
So yeah, I mean, we don't need to.
We live in May's world. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
what May wants, May kind of gets. So that's fine. Kai, now, you know, I remember having some problems with Kai because he is lazy. Now, I know that's hand in hand with red panda sort of behaviour, but, you know, there's laziness and then there's laziness, and yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't like to always come down for the...
He's better, but a leopard doesn't change the spots, you know. I know he's not a leopard, but, you know...
He's improving, but I think still on the naughty list for now.
Now, I know, as I said, I know there will be some keepers that will disagree with my Kai, you know.
There's going to be uproar in the
Yeah.
section.
There might
Might
be.
be a bit of a hot take, but...
They know where I am if they want to talk about it.
So May on the good list, Ben. Kai on the
May
naughty
on the
list.
good, Kai naughty.
Okay. Well, should we talk about some nice ones on mammals?
Yes, so we have a few suggestions. Batapia, Kathleen.
Which is not Matt's favourite, by the way. Not at all. No, he's not allowed to be biased. No.
I don't have favourites. I don't, honestly.
It would be Kathleen.
Hand on heart. No favourites.
It's okay to have biases as long as you treat everyone equally. Because I have a favourite penguin, but I like all the penguins.
No. So you have a favourite then?
I do have a favourite, yeah.
I don't. I make it very clear I have no favourites.
No, apparently she's very nice to all the keepers. She likes to greet everyone as they come in.
Yeah, Kathleen is a lady that will or requires attention when she wants, and when she doesn't, she just wants to be left. She's, you know, a lady of simple taste, you know.
Low maintenance.
No maintenance, exactly. And I think that makes her on the nice list straight away, you know. She just wants an easy life. She'll let you know when she wants something, and if she doesn't, then she won't, you know.
I think that's fair enough. I mean, it's very easy because we're obviously putting a lot of human emotion onto these animals, and their behaviour is just their behaviour. We can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's us who are trying to turn them into this naughty or nice thing. And this is, but I think Kathleen, she always seems to be like a good girl. She's always behaving herself.
Angel. She loves a Christmas story as well, doesn't she? Matt?
She does. She does. Yeah.
Now I hear the warty pigs, the Vizarian warty pigs, are doing very well actually with their training because they have their tusks have to be worn down every now and then so they don't hurt themselves. And they were a bit skitterish to this at first, but they've warmed up to it, haven't they?
Yeah. So Maximus and Achilles. I think you know they have an appearance of, you know, quite intimidating appearance, if you like.
Macho men.
Yeah, indeed. And, you know, they've got strong names that I might have given them. You know, but yeah, I think that appearances aren't everything, are they? So I think you've got to get to know them, and yeah, I think once you do get to know them, they are quite a bit shy and reserved and wary of, especially of new things. So yeah, the training we do with them is very important. Their tusk trimming. So yeah, they've taken well to it, but it is something that needs to be kept up and continued. Otherwise, yeah, you can go back steps quite quickly if they lose confidence, if you like.
So that's very good to hear because training is such an important part of animal welfare in zoos. Because a lot of people may hear training and think, oh, they're making them do tricks or something. And that's not true. A lot of it's actually just getting to interact with their keepers so you guys can better look after them. And it means that they live longer and happier lives, hopefully. So when some people see, like, we used Hallie as an example earlier with her lovely training. Like, it's not just making her grab a stick and look cute. It's also to see the underside of her, make sure that she's all good and healthy.
Yeah, for every bit of training we do, there's always a purpose. It's not just let's get them jumping through rings because it looks good. There's always a purpose, whether it be a health or welfare, and basic day-to-day husbandry of keeping them, health checking them as well. So like the tigers, obviously, when we do the talks and stuff, get them to come over, the wolves or the giraffe training we do, animals that you necessarily can't just sort of, get in a carry crate or get them to come over because of how dangerous they are. So, there's always a reason and a thought process as to why we do it.
Okay, so it's like preventative healthcare as well as make
Yeah.
it less stressful for them if we ever did need to.
Indeed, yeah. And then obviously over time, if let's say you get an animal that loves the training, comes over every day, and then all of a sudden you can see not really keen to do it, then that's normally a first sign that there could be something wrong.
So it's very helpful indeed.
Yeah. Well, our keepers are amazing anyway about observations
Yeah,
of animals.
yeah.
They know them the best as well, so they know. So it's good.
They often have a sixth sense for these sort of things when something's going wrong.
100%, yeah. I can't actually talk about mammals without talking about my favourite animal in the universe. I think everyone knows is giraffes. And I know you're not allowed to have favourites, but mine's Robin. Don't tell the others. Only because he's probably the greediest.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? I don't know if that makes him nice or naughty, but he's the greediest.
I would say it makes him naughty.
Yeah? Are there any good ones in there? Little Henry?
Henry, I think he can be a bit, pushy and mischievous, and I think he uses his height to his advantage. Where he's a lot smaller, he can get in between, and
He's quite nimble.
and where he's a baby, but he's not a baby, but people treat him like a baby.
Does he get away with a lot?
He does. He does.
A bit spoilt then.
Yeah, I would say a little bit spoilt. I mean, it's hard not to spoil him, but he's got to grow up. He's got to,
Bit of tough love.
Yeah, but a tough love,
Give him all the carrots.
turn into one. I would say probably Rudy is.
Our dominant giraffe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is on the nice list.
Yeah.
He's
a fair leader.
He stays back and he oversees things, and I don't think he necessarily imposes himself and asserts his dominance on everybody, and he isn't a dictator in there, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
He could be.
It's a democracy.
It's a democracy.
Oh, nice. Okay. So they might be getting their Brussels sprouts this year.
What
I
about
hope
George,
so.
though?
George, he could. This is a tough one.
Oh, okay.
Because he's so clumsy.
No.
So it's. Do you feel sorry for his clumsiness, or do you
Sort it out.
sort it out? Sort it out.
Because George is one of my favourites, so I'm a bit.
He's gorgeous,
yeah,
isn't he? Yeah.
I love his patterns. So a bit clumsy there. Would you put him on the naughty list? Would you put him on the nice list?
I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. As I said, what side of the fence do you sit on? Do you tell him to sort it out, or do you sympathise with him?
I'll be benevolent and put him on the nice list this
There
year.
we go.
But he better wise up for next year.
Well, he's been warned.
He's been warned. Right, I think I'll take the reins and do some naughty ones because I want to give
Okay.
Alice a chance to talk about some of the nice ones. So, reptiles. Now, this one may be a slightly controversial opinion because they're probably doing what they should do, and this is the dwarf crocodiles, the West African dwarf crocodiles. She seems to be very protective. She's very feisty towards the keepers. Do you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, obviously I don't know if it's been disclosed, but obviously they're around her nest area. There were some eggs that she laid in there, so there is a reason as to sort of why. I know when I went past, I think it was last week, that sort of area in her enclosure, she gave me a bit of aggression through the window, and so I didn't like that from her, but I can understand it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because this is just normal behaviour for her.
Indeed. So she's just doing what a mother's got to do, So again, it's that, are you understanding, or are you,
Yeah, exactly.
non-understanding for it. So, but I would be sort of lean towards the, she's
Good.
just doing what she needs
Yeah.
to do.
I think I'd put her on the nice list. I know she's being a bit naughty for the keepers and making their lives a bit harder, but she's doing what she's meant to do. She's protecting her eggs.
Some would say it's giving the keepers some enrichment, keeping them on their toes. So,
Enrichment is very important.
Yes.
Very.
Keep the keepers stimulated as well.
Keep them on their toes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
So that's very good. I'm glad we cleared that up as well. Now, one that's definitely on the naughty list, Calzone, the Herman's tortoise. I hear apparently he has a bit of a habit of headbutting things.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really excuse him. You can't defend the undefendable. So, definitely, I would agree with that.
He likes headbutting not only other tortoises. I hear he likes to headbutt a shoe now and then as the keepers walk in.
Yeah, he's got an attitude problem.
Small tortoise syndrome.
Well, you could say. You could say.
The name alone, I love.
It's a great name.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe
that's it.
It's the name. Maybe
Yeah.
he's more of a risotto, or I don't know.
Deep fan, yeah.
Yeah. He's always wanted it to be a margarita pizza.
Exactly.
Now he's folded in half.
Exactly. He doesn't want to be folded in half, does he? But yeah, I naughty. Yeah.
Now, I've heard that the rainbow boroughs can be sometimes a little bit temperamental. Have you heard a bit about that?
Oh, no, I mean, every time that I've sort of gone past and seen them, I mean, they're a beautiful, beautiful
Stunning,
snake. They are, the colours on them, especially if you see them at the right angles and stuff. So that would be a good reason as why they're on the nice list, just because of how beautiful and elegant they are. But I mean, if the keepers are having problems with them, then
No, apparently they are a bit sneaky. Sometimes they want to poke their head out whilst they're doing cleaning.
Well, again, I think that's the keepers are on the naughty list. Then that's the keeper problem.
We should do a keeper version of this.
Yes.
There'd be uproar.
I mean,
Yeah.
HR.
Aren't you head of HR? No. Okay, so how about let's talk about some nice ones. So I know going back to mammals we had some capybara babies, but at the same time we had some beautiful caiman babies as well. So how are they getting on?
Very, very good. Very
Yeah.
good. If people have had a chance to see them in the reptile house, I mean, I think we started off with 6 in there, and then the numbers just kept going up, and now there's 16 in there. So,
Gosh, yeah.
and they're fairly impressive. It's not every day you sort of get to see those babies. So,
100%,
and they're growing nicely. They're eating well. So it's always interesting when they pile on top of each other, like a big Jenga sort of thing.
Crocodile Jenga.
But yeah, they're doing really well.
Oh, that's
really
good
well.
news.
And they've already started target training, haven't they?
Yeah.
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 So they're already getting involved. And
Yeah. So I think obviously they're fairly small now, but it won't be too much longer before they start growing. So it's better to get in there now before it's not too late, but
Yeah.
Makes sense.
manageable size now than
I know you said before that we train all of our animals, but I think it might surprise some people that we can train some of
Yeah.
our reptiles. So do you want to talk about a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean, every I say every animal's clever. There are some
Exceptions.
exceptions to the rule, but like I know we've done some snake training and stuff like that.
The size of
before.
Susie, she's about 18 feet
Yeah,
long,
so-
isn't she? So I suppose target training is quite
It
important.
just helps, as I said, the whole training. There should be a purpose behind it. Either it be to help with the keeper husbandry side of it, or it's an animal welfare, health related thing. So there's always benefits, and it's not just a one-way benefit. It definitely is between the animals and the keepers. And as I said, really, we're doing it for the animals' benefit.
'Cause they're very good at hiding when they're unwell, aren't they, reptiles?
Yeah, so I mean, they're a bit like birds, really. They're very hardy sort of animals, and yeah, when it is too late, it normally is too late. So if we can get in there before something bad or you know it becomes a problem, then yeah, it definitely is always a benefit.
Okay. I've seen another one on the good list. Tegi.
Yeah.
Tegi or Tegu.
Yeah.
Loves keeper walks.
Yeah. So every day, get him out walking around the reptile house, and I mean he's never gone out and opened the doors himself to the outside world. So I mean he must be a good boy if he's
These little walkies.
yeah, he enjoys his walk, and again, great bit of enrichment, and you know, keeps him stimulated and happy. So
Bit of exercise for him as well.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
100%, yeah. Havana. Havana.
What have you heard about?
I've heard good things.
Yeah,
She's good with training.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
What sort of training would you do with a Cuban crocodile?
So anybody that have seen our Cuban crocs, obviously they fairly big, decent pair of gnashers on them. Not something you necessarily want to get caught up in their jaws or in the water with them, because you know that is where they are at their best. So they do create mess, and you know we do have to get in there to clean the windows and stuff like that. So day-to-day basic husbandry keeping that we do. So to enable that the keepers are safe and we don't have any accidents, they get called into their training area, and then the shutter comes down. They're in there, so the keepers can go in there and yeah, clean and tidy the enclosure. And again, good bit of stimulation for them, and it keeps them on their toes, or and the keepers as well. But
So they're nice and safe, and the keepers are nice
absolutely, safety is non-negotiable, so especially with those animals.
yeah.
So
and safe. And those gnashers.
and those gnashers,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they are very impressive.
Pearly white as well.
Yeah.
must get the name of their dentist. Right. Any more nice reptiles, Harry?
Ooh, I hear Havoc's always a good boy. Our Argus monitor.
Oh, he's an icon,
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah. He's well. He takes a centre of attention. You can see both ways as you're walking through. But he's always a little bit of a man going around taking his food.
Yeah.
I heard the one thing that he's done that's a little bit naughty is smushing his poo every now and then. for the
Really?
keepers, but-
No, I hadn't heard that.
Oh, this is new information then.
Yeah.
Every now and then, from what I hear. It's not a normal thing, but the keepers have noticed it.
Again, it's just keeping those keepers enriched themselves. So the animals are looking after their keepers. That's what we like to hear.
We love to hear it from the reptile section. Hell yeah. Shall we move on? What have we got next?
Birds this time. Now, there's quite a few on the naughty list. There's a few on the nice list as well. Let's crack on with those. So, pelicans. We got the pink-backed pelicans, lovely birds. Barry, though, not so good. He's being a bit naughty, apparently.
Now, who's told you this? Ryan?
Yeah, funnily
So
enough,
if it's
yes.
Ryan, don't believe anything he says. No, I'm joking. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry. Don't get mad.
Ryan is our deputy head of birds.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
So from what I've heard from Ryan and from my own observations as well, so I can't put all the blame on Ryan there. Barry has a habit of pushing some of the other birds off perches that he wants to take. So I've seen him just shove some of them out the way. And then, of course, he has this little dance he does when he gets fed, which I think is very cute, but Ryan says can be a little bit annoying for the other pelicans. Is that true?
Yeah, so I think with Barry, a bit of sort of background info to him. He, I believe he was hand reared, so obviously he's been here as long as I have, and he was sort of fully grown. So I haven't seen him from a chick, but he's had that keeper bond. You know, likes that human interaction. And again, I think he forgets that he's a pelican. You know, Ryan might act like a pelican that
Poor Ryan.
then stimulates Barry, you know, I don't know. But, yeah, I think it's Barry behaves, or he wants to behave in a good way, but I think sometimes it can be, you know, he wants to be that centre of attention, whereas he just needs to calm down. So, yeah. Poor Barry.
I think Barry's lovely. I mean,
Yeah.
pelicans are such an unusual animal by themselves, holding 13 litres of water in their mouths.
Yeah,
It's about 65 cups of tea. It's
Yeah.
pretty good going.
yeah.
So they've got to do a lot of feeding, and if he's dancing for quite a long time, maybe.
That's it. That's it. I think he's keen to impress, isn't he,
Yeah.
Barry? So I think, and obviously he just wants to impress Ryan.
Well, maybe.
Who doesn't?
Well,
No.
there might be a blossoming love story going on
Yeah.
there, you know?
Now I hear not all. I think actually what I heard from the keepers was that most of the penguins are not so well behaved. Some of them are worse than others, though. Schofield and Mr. Ashcroft fighting over their nest boxes. What's going on there?
Yeah, well, the with the penguins, it does depend on what time of the year. Now, obviously, the lead up to Christmas isn't a good time to misbehave.
Yes.
He's always watching.
Yeah, he is. So
That's
sometimes.
creepy, actually, sorry. That was really creepy. He's always
Only when you're sleeping.
So yeah, I think obviously the penguins go through a molt, and then when they come out of their molt, their appetites go up and down, and sometimes people get hangry, don't they? So sometimes the penguins I think do as well. But it's something we monitor and we keep an eye. With their foods going up and down throughout the year. Becky, who's head of birds, she's been looking after them for a very, very long time, and the keepers sort of keep those observations about them. But in terms of the nest boxes, sometimes it's like it's just one of those things, really.
Yeah.
I think in terms of especially where we've got some younger. Ones sort of reaching maturity and thinking about breeding. They're just getting in there early before somebody else puts an offer and and gets in there before them. So
As again, it goes back to that natural behaviour.
Yeah.
I mean, what we may see as a bit cheeky and a bit naughty is a matter of potentially survival for them and
Yeah.
continuing their lineage.
yeah, I think there are some birds. I don't know if it's flamingo. I'm pretty sure I was watching something the other day that other birds will go up to other birds' nests and just wipe the egg out and then
Yes.
just take over.
Yes,
So
that's very true. Yes. No, some of them are a bit competitive and they
Yeah,
will
it's,
steal the stones off
Yeah.
of one nest and put it on their own. It's like, where's my nest gone?
So it's these birds.
He's bird man.
These birds.
Now, I have also heard that one of our galas has been a bit naughty as well. Pinky.
Yeah. I can't deny.
undeniable one.
I remember Pinky being very unkind to me several times over the last few years.
So you've had personal experience with Pinky.
Yeah, I try not to make anything personal, but with Pinky,
It feels like
it is personal. He's turned it into being personal. So, he's naughty. He is naughty. Believe he's an ex-pet, so
Okay.
that probably is the reason. I'd have to double check that, but I believe he is an ex-pet. So obviously, if he doesn't like the way that you look because of his previous owner looked different, then sometimes with the birds that we have here, I remember we had a umbrella cockatoo called Rosie. She was a beautiful character. She loved me, but she didn't like many other people. I think she liked blokes. She didn't like ladies, and at the time we had a quite heavy lady sort of team on the birds. So
Enrichment.
yeah, well, yeah, there we go.
Got to keep
Just
those
help
keepers
with
on their
that.
toes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can also be a bit too flirty apparently as well, can't he?
Yeah, so sometimes I think that can be the problem with the birds is that sometimes you don't want to give any sort of response back to them because they then see that as
Good.
and they will keep doing a certain behaviour.
So you can almost say that inadvertently we are the bad guys. We're on the naughty
Yeah,
list.
so yeah. I mean, it's a hard one because we do talk to the animals. We do want to build up a relationship and a bond with them. But if they are doing naughty things, if you like, then we don't want to reward that.
Yes.
So
'Cause
just
again-
kind of reward the good, ignore the bad.
Yeah. Because they don't have morals. We're the one putting morals on them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right, I think moving on to the nice list, Alice. What have we got for the nice list on the birds?
First one up is Piccolo, one of our penguins, our
Piccolo, yeah.
hatchlings. Was it last year?
Yeah.
And I'd have to agree with this one actually.
No, I would as well.
Yeah.
A few times I've been up there, Piccolo, been out of the water, just mooching around the side, and gives me a nice little look into my eyes. So I would agree.
Yeah, she's very friendly with the public
Yeah.
and things,
Yeah.
and she's always at the front of the queue when they go for the walks as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So I'd agree with that one. Little
I'm very
Piccolo.
biased. She's my favourite, so
Yeah.
I was going to put her on the nice list regardless.
We're not allowed favourites here. Our palm cockatoos, we've had some success with breeding this year, Johnny and Nora. Their first offspring, Bernie, who's become quite famous
Yes.
on TikTok Tony's channel. Do check it out. But I'm a big fan of Bernie as well. Gorgeous bird, absolutely stunning, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. From seeing as an egg to where he is now, I think it's impressive that how animals can go through that transformation. And had a little sort of meeting with him the other day in the
Okay.
kitchen, and
Now you're best friends.
we're getting there. We are getting there. But no, sometimes with parrots, I think it can go one way or the other. And obviously, I know TikTok Tony has done a fantastic job with him, and obviously, I'm sure Tony will want Bernie to not just bond to anybody, but sometimes when that happens, they can get a bit biting at. But he wasn't. He was well behaved.
Yeah.
So
High hopes for Burns.
I can certainly say he's well behaved because unlike some of the other parrots we have to share the office with, he's quite quiet.
he's not a squawker, is
Quietest.
he?
Yeah.
And then we got Ernie,
Yeah.
Yes.
who is his full sister.
Yeah.
Complete opposite, yin and yang.
Yeah. Very vocal.
Yes.
Very vocal. Even just walking past, very
Yeah.
vocal.
She has a lot to say.
But I'm
I'm
sure
here for it.
that is music to some people's ears, whereas to majority of the office, I don't think it is.
It's
But
more of a yeah, no. When I
We're all being
first
very careful what we say here.
I described it when she first started making noises as like a kettle starting to steam up.
Yes,
well, it's one of those where it's like if you're a parent and your child has just taken up violin for the first time, to that parent, I'm sure it is music to their ears, but to other people, it might just be.
I'll tell you a secret. You only get parents who don't like musical instruments for their children because they make noises with those
Yeah.
instruments.
Exactly.
The batteries don't get replaced. They don't. I'm like, oh, it's broken.
Yeah.
That's a top tip strategy
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. There's still time for that.
Right, moving on to the next part of our list, primates. Primates, they
Sorry.
they could be a little bit cheeky at the best of times. So let's go through the naughty list first. The orangutans, I think top of the list, no questions whatsoever. Belly and Molly, they've got to be on the naughty list, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I can't defend the undefendable.
But do we think Belly Ann's behaviour has changed since Molly? Do we think Molly is the root here of the problem? Or is she a bad influence?
I mean,
Or-
Molly's not here to defend herself, so
No.
I don't want to.
I wouldn't want to ask her to her face either.
No,
to be
that's
fair.
But she does cause problems.
She does have a habit of trying to break things every now and then, doesn't she? Just
Yeah,
like
I mean-
enrichment she's given, just gone, ruined.
I don't think she realises her own strengths. If she just turned it down a little bit,
But they're just so
Maybe.
clever as well. Though.
that's it. Yeah.
I know if they do break things, they get a nice little squash if they give it back. So sometimes she'll do it on purpose.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's it.
Naughty list, definitely.
Yes. Though I think her cheekiness, earns her as a favourite in lots of people's eyes. I think that's still naughty list behaviour, regardless.
Definitely.
Squirrel monkeys, Frodo.
Yeah.
Frodo and Sam, Sam being a good boy, just like in Lord of the Rings. Frodo being, maybe he's corrupted by the ring a little bit. Apparently he teases Sam a little bit, especially tries to take a little bit of his food every now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, when I went in their enclosure the other day to first thing in the morning to check the enclosure and to make sure that they were all there, I mean, they were just sort of hiding and running away from me in terms of sort of, I could see them through the trees. I see a tail, you know, but they were teasing me. If you like. So I would say they both were on the
both on the naughty
for me.
list. Oh, for you, okay.
For me, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a bit of you know, as I said, he was being a
Got to get that ring away from him. That's all.
yeah.
Now, chimpanzees, I think, to no one's surprise again, actually, Elizabeth is quite high on the naughty list there. She is a bit of a troublemaker. She likes to start trouble for a lot of the other primates.
Again, I think she's trying to sort of find where she fits in life. Obviously, she's not that baby anymore that gets all the attention. Margaret has taken over that mantle. She's not big boss yet, you know, because her mum's there and a couple of others. So I think she's testing the water, if you like. But to her detriment, I think, it would put her on the naughty list because she's
She's
a
still-
havoc at times.
She's still a bit of a princess,
Yeah.
but so she can get away with it for now.
Yeah.
Right, what do we have on the nice list for primates?
Good question. I reckon Princess Margaret's on there.
Oh, yes, she's got to be. Baby Margaret, chimpanzee.
Why could you be mad at that little face?
No, she's obviously growing every day, but her personality is growing and coming through. So definitely the times I've been in there, she's become a bit more independent and sort of walking off, going around by herself, which is lovely to see. So yeah, definitely I think she finds herself on the nice list.
That's good to hear. I'll be very worried if she's on the naughty list already.
No, not like
time.
her sister, so,
Not like a
you know.
sister, okay.
And then, so we got a group of bad orangutans, but then we have three very good orangutans, Awan, Jin and Tonic.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Tonic, I don't think anybody can have a bad thing to say about
no.
baby Tonic. So those eyes,
The bedhead.
you know, the bed head.
I'm envious.
Awan, I think she's done incredible
She's brilliant.
during the pregnancy and sort of now, up till now. So yeah, definitely I think she deserves a gold star.
Yes.
And definitely towards the top of the nice list, you know.
I'd agree.
And
Jin?
Jin, well, what a guy. What a
Gentleman,
guy.
icon.
Again, how he's been throughout the pregnancy and up till this point. First time dad, you know, in a new relationship as well that he went into. He's taken quite a lot on in this last sort of year and a half, if you like. And again, I think it's like a duck to water to it. He's done very well. So yeah, definitely.
Good for him. Bit of dad power.
Yeah, bit of dad power. Yeah.
But I think all praise goes to Awan, actually. I think she's done a
She's amazing.
amazing job.
Yeah.
Who else is on the nice list?
Lucas?
Ooh, one of our lovely chimpanzees.
Yeah, he's a fan favourite with the public
Yeah,
for sure. He's a sweetheart, really, isn't he? Yeah.
You know, definitely, yeah.
Because he's not one of the more dominant chimps, is he? He's quite
No,
low
I think
ranking.
he's one of the lower rank ones, but again, he likes that sort of human interaction, and he will come up most mornings if I go past the chimp house and
He's quite sweet.
follow me down
Yeah.
to the bottom of the outside enclosure. So yeah,
Very sweet. I
he's a
think.
good egg.
He's a good egg, yeah. Some of our small primates, marmosets.
Marmosets.
Yeah.
What, the common marmosets?
Let's go with the common ones.
Yeah.
I heard the common marmosets were doing very well with their training.
Yeah. Again, I think, you know, sometimes people forget about the smaller primates and just focus in on all the big stuff. But I think they're doing really well. we've got an older group as well, so you know they've been here for a fair while now, and yeah, training and sort of the day-to-day stuff, they're keeping up with that. So yeah,
Good.
on the nice.
I do love seeing the little primates, always very cute.
They are
I've warmed up to them a lot.
Okay, so we talked about animals, naughty and nice list, but just to round off our little podcast, Christmassy podcast, how do you think us humans could improve our behaviour so we can improve the world around us and the world we share?
How
What
long
do you
we
think?
got?
What are your top tips about Christmas leftovers? What could you do with your Christmas leftovers?
Depends if they've been unopened or not. I could send them to Wingham Wildlife Park for the keepers. No. You know, Christmas leftovers. Obviously, I think it's important that you know, we need to get into a habit of only buying stuff that we need and we're going to use. And obviously, Christmas time, panic buying and last minute rush and stuff like that. But just think, do you need that stuff?
Yes.
And also, is there a chance that you can donate or give away to other places, that whether that be food, whether that be
Adopt an animal.
Oh, yes.
adopt an animal as well? You know, there's all different ways that you can help. But I think we just need to think about how we can help. Other
Making
people.
sustainable choices when we're shopping as well.
indeed.
Would be very good.
It's a time for giving, but we can give in a better way, can't we?
Yeah, just think a bit carefully. You know, more careful with that.
Well, it looks like we've come to the end of our podcast today. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Matt, our head keeper, for joining us, giving some inside knowledge on the naughty and nice list.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to my co-host Alice, who's been joining me. She's got even more inside knowledge I didn't know about as well. Very appreciated. And of course, myself, Harry, we are going to have to leave it there. But if you want to catch more from Wingham Wildlife Park, we have XYZ on our YouTube channel, a great program to see what's going on in the park, see what the animals are up to, see how the park is changing as well, because there's always new things going on. You can always catch us on other social medias. You can find some cool videos, some lovely pictures, and of course our TikTok, where you can find some fun videos, and our live, where we go live almost every day, minus Sunday, so you can catch us up, you can ask some fun questions and see our animals, what they're up to every day. But until next time, have a very Merry Christmas from all of us here at Wingham Wildlife Park, and I think Happy New Year as well.
Happy Christmas.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.